has gone by already, but like I said, we still have plenty of summer fun for you guys to enjoy. For our last show
Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events of the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, fall is in full effect. The kids are back in school, and we're all settling into our new fall schedules and fall routines. Williamson County Parks and Recreation had a wonderful, fun-filled summer with all of our summer camps and our summer clinics. But as we start to get into more of that routine lifestyle of the fall, we also start refocusing our attention onto our monthly programs within our recreation centers and complexes. Today, I am joined with members of our senior staff, Mary Clark, who is the Assistant Seniors and Therapeutics Administrator for Williamson County Parks and Recreation. She's also our Franklin Recreation Complex Senior Activity Coordinator, and Krista Hollis, who is the Senior and Therapeutics Coordinator at the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. They're here today to talk to us about our senior programming and some upcoming classes and activities you all can look forward to. Ladies, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here to talk about some of your upcoming You guys had a great summer with Camp Will, another wonderful experience with that program and a successful camp. But you guys got a brief little respite for maybe a day, and now it's time just to gear back up for your fall programming and start focusing on your monthly programs and starting up a lot of your senior programs again. You all take a little hiatus from senior programmings when you're running Camp Will in the summer, but things are really about to hit full force for you all again, and we're going to talk about some of your upcoming programs. But before we do that, Mary, give us a brief description of the purpose of the seniors division and kind of what you all offer.
Well, we try to offer a well-rounded program, hopefully something for everybody, a variety of fitness classes. We've added some new ones, which I know we'll talk about in a little while. Day trips, our potlucks for strictly social events. So something hopefully everyone can come and enjoy.
And I know people are usually surprised if they are new to the area or new to our activities when they find out what we classify as a senior.
It's a young, experienced adult. 55 and above is what we classify as senior. And the age range is great because it gives us a good gamut of people, something for the active adult as well as folks who may only choose to participate in the social programs such as our potlucks. So it's a nice mix.
It is. It works out very, very well for you guys because you all really have a very successful, established senior program. I mean, a lot of some of the monthly types of programs that we're going to talk about here in a minute, draw 80 plus people to a lot of them. And, I know your day trips fill up on a routine basis. So people are really entrenched in what you all do. And I think there's a certain majority of our senior participants who really kind of look forward to this and plan their activities around a lot of what you all do because they've become so involved in your programming. They've met other people with similar interests, and they've just built their friend networks, through a lot of these programs.
Yes.
Which is one of the reasons that we offer them. Recreation and leisure services are also social services.
Yes, they are.
Spit that out in a minute. You got it. One way or another, we'll complete this sentence. Well, let's start off talking about your fitness and your wellness classes because like you mentioned a moment ago, Mary, you guys have really expanded the variety in the types of fitness programs that you all offer. But we will not forget where we started, with our basics. And one of our basics, one of the longest running senior-minded, although it's not just for seniors, fitness programs that we have is Aquamotion. And Krista, I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about this program and kind of what it encompasses.
Okay, it's a water-based fitness class for seniors or people who might have arthritis or post-rehab conditions. It improves their flexibility and muscle strength, and it's a couple days a week, and they really enjoy it.
It's a wonderful kind of leisure drop-in program, which all of your senior fitness classes are, which I think makes them so accommodating to different schedules and lifestyles and things like that. You guys offer aqua motion at the Franklin Recreation Complex as well as the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill. Tell us when those classes are, Krista.
For Franklin, they're Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8:15, and then for Spring Hill, they're Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m.
So it's nice that you kind of have a morning option and you have an afternoon option, and you hit every day during the work week, Monday through Friday. Gives them a lot of availability and flexibility in their schedule. The cost for Aquamotion is only $2 for those 55 and older. It's also offered to the general public as well. Krista, like you were saying, it's a great post-rehab or arthritic water aerobics class. It's $3 for anyone 54 and under to attend. And again, no registrations required. It's an ongoing program. People can drop in at their leisure to take it, and makes it very flexible and fun. Another one of our staples is the Power Tools class. And Mary, I'm going to let you talk to us about Power Tools because it is based out of the Franklin Recreation Complex.
Yes, it's a very established workout. It's land-based. It's a group fitness class. It focuses on a lot of cardio, strengthening, core strengthening. They use some equipment with their exercises that they do, chairs occasionally, but it caters to all levels of ability. And they have such a great group who's been together for so long, and even though they're close-knit, they are very receptive and welcoming to folks who want to come in and try it for the first time. So it's just a neat class.
I've always been impressed when I have visited Power Tools. The lady who kind of works with y'all in designing your health and wellness or your fitness classes, Nancy Reeves, who was one of our certified personal trainers, who is a senior herself, developed a lot of these programs initially for you all with the mind frame of keeping people active and involved. And she does a great job of motivating people. She does a great job of bringing people together, like you were saying. It's a very joined group. They're almost like a little extended family, and they're always looking for new people to add to their family. They're always very welcoming of new people that come to the class. The class in and of itself is so adaptive, like you were saying, to multiple ability levels. People might be kind of intimidated by it initially, but Nancy does a great job at really working with everyone to work at their level, to make sure they're doing what's right for them, what feels comfortable for them, and knowing just when maybe she needs to push them a little, just so that they can see some gains.
Yes.
Tell us about the timing of Power Tools. Like we said, it is only offered at the Franklin Rec Center.
It is. It's offered Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. On the first Wednesdays of each month, they don't meet.
And I love why they don't meet on the first Wednesday of each month. Because Nancy goes to have dinner with her, or have lunch with her dad.
Yes, she does.
Love that.
Yes, she does. The class is $3 per class. And again, it is one of those drop-in classes, and so you can just kind of go at your leisure as much as you're able, or if you have to miss some, you can just pick up where you left off the last time. So
exactly. And then you all have added a new program called Beginner Power Tools that's basically kind of maybe for the person who hasn't had any land-based physical exercise classes in a while. This is kind of their stepping stones. It's how they can kind of get back into it.
Yes, there's a few more classes we've added. This one is Smart Moves. It's 30 minutes in length. It meets from 1 to 1:30 on Mondays and Fridays. And it is kind of a beginner class. They do use the chair. They focus on some strengthening. I'm going to use my cheat sheet a little bit. And they really work on increased balance and movement. So it is geared towards someone who's just kind of getting back into their workout or who needs a little bit of a slower paced routine. So it's a really great class.
And then talking about the new programs, tell us a little bit about Training Wheels. That's another new fitness program you guys have just done.
I love the name of this.
It is pretty self-explanatory.
It is, but it is our cycling class geared for those 55 and above. It's $4 per class that meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and this class really focuses on lower body strength. obviously cardio and flexibility, but people have enjoyed this, and from what I understand, it's full most of the time. But it's just a wonderful class. It's a different way to get out there and enjoy exercising, getting your heart rate up, getting some fitness, and you don't have to worry about traffic or anything else.
Or anything like that.
You just ride at
Or
your
at this
leisure.
time of year, you don't have to worry about the humidity and the sun.
Exactly.
That's been killing me lately. Killing me. And then the last new class that you all have added is fluid flexibility. Tell us about this program.
Fluid flexibility meets on Wednesdays and Fridays. It meets right after power tools. And again, that's another 30-minute class that we've added for some stretching, strengthening, muscle movement. And it's kind of a nice cool down after power tools. But again, it's one of those classes where if you are not experienced in power tools or you're looking to get into a workout again and getting in shape, this is kind of a good stepping stone.
So I love, there's all different varieties, all different types of classes for different ability levels, things like that. And again, all of these senior fitness or wellness classes are offered on an ongoing basis. There's no need to register in advance for them. You just stop by your local rec center on the day that you want to take them, pay the small programming fee for them. I mean, most of them are anywhere from $2 to $4. So very inexpensive and great ways, again, to stay physically active and healthy. And I do like how a lot of these focus on certain forms of, what's the word I'm looking for? Agility, I'll say it. You know, that as we all naturally get older, our agility, our flexibility, and all that stuff changes. These are just ways to adapt and help you work through those changes.
Very much so.
All right, well, let's talk about some more of your monthly programming. These are more of those registration-based programs. And we'll start off with your what seems to be your most popular monthly program. Those are your potluck and bingo socials. Krista, tell us a little bit about the structure of this program.
Well, it's a year-round program we hold monthly. We invite our seniors to come out for a potluck-style lunch where we provide meat and drinks, and then they bring a side dish or dessert to share with everybody. And after lunch, we play bingo for prizes, and everyone has a really good time.
It sounds like, I mean, it's really just a lot of fun. It's one of those purely social types of things where people can get together and interact. And like with your fitness classes, these potluck socials have really bonded people together, you know, and have really formed a lot of friendships and a little close-knit community, you know, within these potluck groups. You know, people will show up early just to sit around and talk. You know, just to catch up with each other, or hear about a trip, how are your grandkids, what's going on here, what's going on there. I mean, so I love just the pure, because it's a very simple idea, you know, on the premise of it, you know, but the response to it has always been so overwhelming. It's the simplest things in life, you know, they always say, and this really does speak to that.
Yes, it does.
You guys offer these in twice a month. You do one in Franklin and one in Spring Hill. Your Franklin potlucks are always Monday afternoons.
Yes.
You have one coming up in August on the 26th. It is from 12 noon to 2 p.m., again at the Franklin Recreation Complex. You can register through August the 23rd by calling 615-790-5719, extension 2010. And then we have one coming up in Spring Hill, or I'm sorry, go ahead and get the September date for your other Franklin potluck. It'll be on September the 23rd, again 12 to 2, and you can register by calling the front desk at the Franklin Recreation Complex for that event as well. August 26th through September the 20th. Yes. I'm saying that right?
Yes, ma'am.
You tell me if I was wrong, right? And then in Spring Hill, you guys have one coming up on Tuesday, September the 10th, also from 12 to 2. Registration is going on for that event through September the 6th, and you can register for the potluck at the Longview Recreation Center by calling the facility at 615-302-0971, extension 2210. Again, these are free programs. We just ask you to bring a side dish or a dessert for the meal. The department provides the meat and drinks for the meal, as well as the bingo supplies and prizes.
Yes.
And I do want to talk a little bit about the prizes, because I find the prizes to be very interesting. But we will take a quick break. Y'all stay tuned. When we come back, we'll be speaking with Mary Clark and Krista Hollis about more senior programming with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
What the? What? I should have thrown you away? Okay, I'm sorry.
Welcome back to It's About You. We're talking today about some upcoming fall senior programs through the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. And when we left before our break, we were talking about our senior monthly potluck bingo socials, which really are just so much fun for so many people. But one of the things I want to highlight are the prizes that we do for the bingo competition. You know, I have to say, I'm very proud of us. We give very practical prizes. Tell us a little bit about some of the prizes you guys like to pull together for this, because you really do a great variety of different stuff.
We do a great variety, but it's very interesting how people really flock to the practical things when we walk in with rolls of toilet paper and paper towels, dish soap, laundry detergent. We do have people who enjoy the seasonal items. If we do a little, gift creation of dish towels or bath towels and a nice candle or something, but you just never know. So during the summer we might have gardening equipment, and in the winter we might have, I don't know what would be.
But I love practical items. I will use toilet paper. Give me that toilet paper.
Yes, that's
I need
it's a
more
standard.
dish soap. Give me that dish soap.
It is a standard.
One less thing that you have to go out and buy for yourself.
Right.
Exactly. And the gift card for the coverall prize just kind of tops it off.
Yes. Always some good things to be had at your events, ladies.
Yes.
Another one of your very popular monthly programs are your day trips. You guys take one day trip or one excursion every month. You all visit a variety of places kind of in the Middle Tennessee, Northern Kentucky region, and you have several trips planned for the next couple of months. For a lot of these trips, you do have to do some pretty far in advance registration when you look at everything that goes into these, when you look at making the arrangements with the motor coach company, finalizing arrangements at your destination or where you might be eating lunch and things like that. So advanced registration is very important for a lot of these programs. And luckily we have several to talk about today, so I'll let people fill their calendar in as early as possible. Mary, tell us about your first upcoming trip to the Country Music Hall of Fame. What are you guys going to be doing on that event, and when is that going to be?
It's going to be August 22nd, which I believe is a Thursday. And Krista and I really try to collaborate as much as we can together to coordinate these trips. But we're going to go down there. We're going to have a self-guided tour of the Country Music Hall of Fame where people can kind of take their time, enjoy things, of course go to a gift shop, but really just take in everything it has to offer. And then after that we are going to enjoy lunch at Puckett's downtown. And you can't beat that. So we're very excited.
Very excited about that. And I do like that you guys are kind of staying local for this one, because I think we forget how many attractions there are in Nashville. It's not that far away from us, and you kind of, sometimes I think people kind of put it out of their minds because it's not so far away. But there's a wonderful tourism industry in the Nashville area, and so many great things to go and see and do down there. The Country Music Hall of Fame was expanded not too long ago, so maybe if they've been before, there's something new that they can see again with this trip.
Yes.
And like you mentioned, it is coming up on Thursday, August the 22nd. Check-in for the trip is 7:45 a.m. at the Longview Recreation Center, and then 8:45 a.m. at the Franklin Center, with an estimated return time of 3 p.m. in Franklin and 4 p.m. in Longview. A motor coach is provided for this trip, so it takes all of that worry of transportation and parking away. You know, you don't have to worry about what road am I going to take downtown? Where's there interstate traffic or construction right now? Where am I going to park? we got it covered.
Yes, we do.
Cost for this trip is $33.50 per person, and is lunch Dutch treat on this?
Lunch
at
is Dutch
Puckett's?
treat, and we enjoy doing that because it gives the people a chance to order. Let me start over.
Whatever they want.
Order whatever they want for the menu. Yes,
Yeah.
there's nothing that would be pre-selected, so they can choose whatever they like.
Whatever they like. Sounds great. Registration for this event is going on through August the 16th or until the program is full. To check on availability or to register, you can contact the Franklin or Longview Recreation Centers. Franklin number is 790-5719 and Longview's 302-0971. Then your next trip is to the Blue Heron, or actually it's a cruise, the Blue Heron Cruise and Riverview Restaurant. Tell us about this trip and what you guys are going to be doing.
We are going to be traveling to Ashland City that morning, and we're going to take a cruise down the river on I think it's a 40-foot boat. Most of it's enclosed, meaning it'll have a canopy over it. There's a few seats that will be available outside, but we're just going to take a nice cruise down the river, enjoy some scenery, and our Captain Jim is going to give us some history about the things that we'll see, some historical homes and things like that. It's a really fun time. And then when we return at about noon, there's a Riverview restaurant that serves a variety of food, but obviously some good seafood as well. And so we're going to be dining there. So it'll be kind of all
Nice.
close together.
Yes, nice leisure day out.
Yes.
That's coming up, is it Friday, September the 20th?
Yes.
Check-in time 7:15 a.m. at the Longview Recreation Center, then 8:15 a.m. in Franklin. Estimated return time of 3 p.m. in Franklin and 4 p.m. in Longview. Again, the transportation is provided for this event. The cost is only $32 per person for the transportation and the river cruise, and then lunch is also Dutch treat for this as well, correct?
Yes.
Wonderful. You can register for this event from August 26th through September 1st, again at the Franklin or Longview Recreation Centers. You can call the facilities or you can visit in person and sign up at the front desk. Either is fine. And then another trip coming up in October. We're really letting people plan this calendar out. You're taking a trip to Arrington Vineyards.
Yes, we are. We're very excited about this trip. We are going to go out and enjoy a picnic lunch, so all the participants will bring their own sack lunch. We are going to have a tour of the facility, some wine tasting. People will have a chance to purchase some wine if they'd like. And basically, this is just going to be a leisurely day. We're hoping to get a guided tour, but we will not know about that until the day of. But at the very least, people will be able to get pointed in a direction and go and just enjoy the grounds and see how beautiful it is.
Well, because the grounds are very scenic. I mean, it's in a rural part of Williamson County, and for people who might live in a more residential area, you get a chance to really appreciate the nature of Williamson County.
Yes.
You know, it's just a beautiful place to sit out. They have an expansive back porch on the back of the building, just to sit out on the porch, you know, and soak in the nature around you, you know, and just the beauty of it. And of course, doing it the 1st of October, maybe some leaves will already be starting to change. You know, you get that lovely fall ambiance with the event. This should be a lot of fun for you guys.
That's what we're hoping, yes.
Yes. And again, that is coming up on Thursday, October the 3rd. Check-in time will be 8:45 a.m. at the Longview Recreation Center and 9:45 a.m. in Franklin, with an estimated return time of 3 p.m. in Franklin and 4 p.m. in Longview. All transportation's included for this as well. I love how you guys include transportation in all of your day trips. It makes things so much more simple and really effortless on the part of the participants.
We enjoy that, and we enjoy being able to combine groups from both facilities because it gives a chance for people to get to know each other.
That's very true. You know, maybe if the seniors who normally participate in Franklin might not meet, you know, seniors from another facility unless it were on one of these trips. So it does give people the opportunity to interact with other individuals, meet new friends, go new places. Cost for the Arrington Vineyards trip is only $15 per person. And again, we do ask that you bring a sack lunch for a picnic on the grounds that day. Registration for this trip will begin September the 5th and continue through the 26th or until the program is full. We only have a few minutes left, ladies, and so I do want to touch on some of your other programs real quick. Let's talk about bowling. You guys have two very unique bowling programs that you offer through the Parks and Recreation Department. Krista, let's start off talking about your bowling league in Spring Hill.
Okay, it's a Wii bowling league, so it is all on the Nintendo Wii system. It's an 11-week league that consists of 7 teams of 4. It's really fun. There's a lot of energy in that group. We have a good time. We have some coffee, refreshments, and everyone can socialize. And we have 3 lanes set up with 3 different Wii systems. So we play like a regular bowling alley, but it's all on the Wii.
It's all on the Wii.
Yeah.
So what I have loved about this program so far, since Mary instituted it when she was the senior therapeutic coordinator in Spring Hill, is its overwhelming success. People love playing with this device. The Nintendo Wii has been a wonderful addition to our programming that we're able to offer in the facilities. And this league fills up every time for you guys. I mean, you barely have to peep that, hey, we're opening registration for Senior Wii Bowling, and they flood to it. And I think it's because it's so fun, and it's a way that grandparents can interact with their grandchildren. And I've loved seeing seniors develop these, skill sets playing the Wii, and then they can incorporate them into the time that they spend with their family.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
It's very sweet. I love it. You've got a program that's going to be Thursdays. Starts August the 22nd through October the 31st from 10 to noon.
Yes.
Registration's already closed for this event. Again, it did fill up rather quickly.
It did.
But anyone who would be interested, spectators are always welcome.
Right.
Yeah, come see what this is all about. Maybe if it piques your interest, you can register for it the next time the league is offered.
Yeah.
And then Mary, you help with a traditional bowling league that we run in Franklin out of the Franklin Family Entertainment Center. Tell us about it.
Yes, that's your traditional bowling league, but it's kind of informal. It's more drop-in. It begins at 9:30 on Tuesdays. Again, this is one of those programs that's a very well-established group. However, they embrace and welcome folks who want to come and join. And basically, you just show up at about 9:30, pick a lane, and have fun bowling and meeting new people. The great thing about this program is we've paired up with the entertainment center, so it's $1 a game. And that is just awesome for our folks when they're retired and they are on a little bit of a budget because they don't want to go back to work.
Exactly.
And then it usually ends around 11:30 or 12, but the great thing is this group is so established, they've incorporated another day on their own. So that's kind
There's
of
always
nice.
another option.
There is, but again, it's just a drop-in program at 9:30 on Tuesdays, and we're going to start that in a few weeks. So.
That sounds great. It actually is going to be starting on September the 23rd.
Correct.
So people, September the 3rd.
Yes.
September the 3rd. So people can look forward to that. Again, it's a drop-in program at the Franklin Family Entertainment Center. If you feel like joining us, stop by one day and see what it's all about. We only have just a couple of minutes left, so real quickly before we go today, I do want to let people know about your newsletter. You guys put together a great quarterly newsletter called The Senior Happenings, and it outlines all of your programs for 3 months at a time. It's a really wonderful, useful tool for people kind of wanting to establish a calendar of events and activities. I'm sure it comes in handy with a lot of your participants when they're scheduling trips to visit family or with other friends and things like that. For people who would like more information, or if they would like a copy of the happenings, how can they get that?
They're going to get it. They can either call Krista Hollis at Longview at 302-0971, extension 2210, or they can call the Franklin Rec Center at 790-5719, extension 2010. We also have our email address available, our direct office contact information in the happenings, and they can just let us know. It's free. We just sign them up, get their address, and they're on the mailing list.
Sounds great. And all of this information is also available through our website at www.wcparksandrec.com. You can access monthly senior programming from our newsletter, or if you visit our Seniors and Therapeutics pages, you can also view their quarterly newsletters there to see about the extended programming that you all offer. Well, ladies, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come in today. It's been wonderful talking to you all, and We wish you the best of luck with all of your programming this fall.
Thank you very much.
And I want to thank you guys for joining us for today's show as well. Until next time, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.
So much has gone by already, but like I said, we still have summer fun.